to the Bookworms Buddy. So today I'm doing my Pick 5 Challenge video. If you guys have been watching me, you know that I did a Pick 5 Challenge with Shannon last year. She had approached me and gave me 5 books, and I gave her 5 books, and you choose books out of the comfort zone of the other, and then you try to get through those books. I did pretty good with mine last year, although I waited way to the end of the year to get it done. But I think it's just to broaden your horizons a little bit and to read books that you wouldn't normally read, and it did that for me, and my eyes were open to some pretty good authors. So it's very good in that aspect. So this year I'm doing 3 different Pick 5 challenges. I'm doing it with Tegan, Jen, and Akos, and yeah, so this is going to be a pretty challenging year for me, I think. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to list the 5 that I gave them, the 5 that they gave me, and we're going to go from there. So here we go. Let's start with Tegan first. First of all, Tegan and I read a lot of the same things, and we both like horror. I'm not sure how strong she is with mystery. I know she likes historical. I try, and I don't think she reads a lot of young adults, so I try to get some young adults, some mystery in there, and and then just books like, hey, I've read this and I want you to read this. So anyway, okay, I'm ready to go now. So I picked The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, Unwind by Neil Shusterman, Dark Mountain by Richard Lehman, Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and Triptych by Karen Slaughter. I think she'll do okay on these. Like I said, we read a lot of the same things. I just don't think she reads as much young adult, but hopefully she can get through those. And then what she picked for me was Watership Down by Richard Adams, Cain and Abel by Jeffrey Archer, Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, I think, The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom, and Aragon by Christopher Paolini. So I know Aragon's going to be a challenge for me. I've been wanting to read that. My daughter's been wanting me to read that. She read the series this last year. She says it's fantastic. So I'm like, oh no, I got the books. I'm gonna read them. So now I'm forced to read this one because of this challenge, and I'm hoping that I like it, because you guys know I don't do well with fantasy, but this is YA, so it should be okay. Okay, and then for Jen, she was a fun one to pick for because Jen does a lot of YA. She does a lot of new adult romance. She definitely doesn't do horror, and I don't think she does a lot of horror or mystery. But I kind of mixed it up a little bit. I did give her a YA, but it's a YA, it's an author I don't think she reads. So anyway, let's get started. For Jen, I picked Identical by Ellen Hopkins, 6 Years by Harlan Coben, Edgewise by Graham Masterton, Left to Die by Lisa Jackson, and Patient Zero by Jonathan Mayberry. Now, I chose Patient Zero for Shannon last year, and she absolutely loved it. A lot of people that I recommended that book to really enjoyed the book. So I'm hoping Jen will enjoy it too. And then Jen picked for me A Hidden Fire by Elizabeth Hunter, Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, Ashfall by Mike Mullen, Archetype by M.D. Waters, and Until the End of the World by Sarah Lyons Fleming, if I'm reading my writing correctly. I've not heard of any of those books except Illuminae, and then that one's getting great reviews, and a lot of people are reading it and enjoying it, so it makes me want to read it, and now I will be reading it because it's part of my Pick 5 Challenge. These other books that I haven't heard of, I'll probably have to find them in the used bookstore because my library is probably not going to have a lot of these books. So I will do my best. Now, moving on to Akos. Akos, as you all probably know, is a big middle grade buff. So I did not give her middle grade books. Most of the books that I chose for her, except for 2, are adult books. So here we go. For Akos, I picked Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna, Sunday at Tiffany's by James Patterson, Joyland by Stephen King, Rumble by Ellen Hopkins, and Shelter by Harlan Coben. Now, I think she'll do okay with Rumble and Shelter because those are the young adult books. Joyland, I I stressed to her that it is not horror. It is by Stephen King, but it's more coming of age / kind of mystery story. So hopefully she does okay with those. The other two are contemporaries. So, well, the first one's more historical contemporary kind of. It's more historical, I think. So from a coach, she gave me this big, huge list, and I picked 5 books off of that list. She wanted me to have a chance to, you know, have more to pick from. I'm guessing some of these are probably middle grade. I haven't looked them up. But I picked 5 of them because I will do better having just 5 solid books instead of choosing, you know, throughout the year what I'm going to read. So I picked 5 off the list, and I've not heard of any of these books. Again, it's going to be difficult for me probably to find them. I'll probably have to look in the used bookstore for them. But anyway, here's the 5 books I chose from the list. A Single Shard by Linda Sue Parks. The Emerald Atlas by John Stevens. The Search for Wandla by Tony Terlizzi, I think it is. And then I picked The Peculiar by Stephen Bachman. Those are the 5 that I chose from Akos. And it's going to be challenging for me this year, you know, on top of all the other challenges that I've got going on. And wish me luck. If you guys want to do Pick 5 Challenge, choose your partner, pick 5 books. They pick 5 books. Out of the comfort zone. Enjoy. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.